Citation: Mr. Somsak Ploypanichcharoen, Honorary Master of Science in Natural Resources Management. As a fruit gardener's son living in Ratburana district, Bangkok, Mr. Somsak Ploypanichcharoen graduated with a Bachelor of Science, Agriculture in Plant Pathology from the Kasetsart University, Bangkok in 1983. At the age of 58, he is currently in the position of Manager of Agricultural Technology Transfer and Community Enterprises, Rural Development Technology Service Unit, National Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology, National Science and Technology Development Agency. Mr. Somsak started working as the head of compost production at Surathep Nakhon Kanchana Company Limited, Thammuang District, Kanchanaburi in 1984. In February 1985, he served as the head of agricultural promotion for the Third Royal Instant Food Factory under the responsibility of King Mongkut's Institute of Technology Thonburi at Sakhon Nakhon to encourage farmers who joined the project in working in the industrial agriculture. In the following 4 months, he was promoted as the manager responsible for both promotion of agricultural crops and transformation of agricultural products at the industrial level. This was considered the integration of agro-industry system and the industrial agriculture, which was a mechanism to develop living conditions of the people in the target villages of the Royal Development Project in Changwat, Sakhon Nakhon. Working with the farmers in the Royal Project, Mr. Somsak learned from his experience and intended to help them to increase their incomes and improve their quality of life despite many limitations. Because the farmer had no basic knowledge in the industrial agriculture, such as technical knowledge on planting, time management in product delivery to factories for transformation according to the production plans, as well as the management of own resources. A major activity to develop their knowledge and skills was to demonstrate use of agricultural technology in a form of test plots. However, some plots came out well while the others failed. One of the problems was inappropriate technology for the areas. Therefore, the technology had to be adopted in various conditions for application in such areas. This activity was later defined as the technology synthesis. Another activity was to develop the understanding among the farmers, which was to organize meetings focusing on exchanging opinions on problems and the findings, solutions together. This activity could easily be held in many places: temples, schools, community courts, or gardens and fields. Subsequently, the activity was called a community stage. As a result of several agreements of the community stages, it can be concluded that the success of the community development is a community leader who needs to be a local administration leader as the Kamnan or the Phuai Ban. During 1989 to 1994, Mr. Somsak held the position of the Senior Agriculture Manager responsible for promoting and developing agriculture for the Royal Instant Food Factories in 3 more locations at Phang District, Chiang Mai Province, Chiang Rai Province, and the Buriram Province. As working with many more farmers with a high diversity of geographical areas, natural resources, tradition and culture, he finally found that the success of agricultural promotion on the use of agricultural technology was to appropriately apply approaches and technology to each area. Thus, ready-made technology could not be used effectively. In May 1995, the Royal Instant Food Factory was restructured and became a juristic organization under the name of the Doikham Food Products Company Limited. The entire management was then transferred from King Mongkut's Institute of Technology Thonburi to the Crown Property Bureau. During the year 1994 till 1995, Mr. Somsak worked as a raw materials manager and later resigned from the Doikham Food Products Company Limited in August 1995. Under the rural development under His Majesty the King's initiatives, In September 1995, Mr. Somsak began to work with the National Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology as Biotechnology Project Analyst for Rural Development, responsible for analyzing project proposals proposed by researchers applying for funding from the biotech. He had therefore an opportunity to assist the researchers in various aspects, especially the need of farmers and communities and the effects of technology on them as an user. He also worked as a coordinator to assist the researchers in working in area-based sites of the center, and the important ones were the security area at the Loy province, the salt-affected area at the Mahasarakham province, and rural development in the mountain area at the Chiang Rai province. In 1997, Mr. Somsak moved from the project analyst responsible for support fund to work on implementation of transfer technology to rural communities. The significant projects under this were like the Community Enterprise Project, the Royal Instant Food Factory, the technology transfer of home colosate rice production in Pakhai district, Pranakon C, Ayutthaya province, training project on how to develop community enterprises organized by the National Science and Technology Development Agency, and the development project for the organic rice community enterprise entrepreneurs in Yasothon province organized by the National Science and Technology Development Agency in 2014. His role in supporting KMUTT in education was also considerable. When Mr. Somsak was the manager of 3rd Royal Instant Food Factory, he had a significant role in supporting the university's policies, such as by supporting regularly and continuously the summer training programs and dissertation supervision for a bachelor's and master's degree throughout the time he was the manager. He was a member of the dissertation committee for a Master of Science program in Natural Resources Management, School of Bioresources and Technology, King Mongkut's University of Technology, Thonburi, during the year 1997 till 2013. He also became a member of the drafting committee for a Bachelor of Arts program in Science and Technology for Community Management, Learning Institute for Everyone in 2008. He has a great contribution in application of science and technology for community resource management. And while being the manager of the Royal Factory, Mr. Somsak had an important role in urging major changes in the Royal Initiative on social development and people's living conditions. It can be said that the greatest accomplishment was achieved for more than 3 decades from the establishment of the 3rd Royal Factory to the present, and a variety of tasks undertaken were like an agro-industrial system of contract farming for the small farmers was used to improve the potential of small farmers in every dimension. He also developed a small agro-industry system with high flexibility in types of raw material and production capacity in order to add value to agricultural raw materials, of which more than 60% were exported to the international markets. During his tenure there were not only the use of system as a mechanism to enhance the farmer participation in groups, but also the agricultural management systems for industry and the development of farmers' capability and agricultural technology. He had an important role in supporting the royal initiative of Her Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirinthon to use the Royal Factory as a source of technical knowledge for students in the area and to provide high vocational education for farmers' descendants so that they became more responsible for the Royal Factory. The Royal Factory was a significant factor in the decrease in migration to find work in towns, which subsequently strengthened security in families and rural communities. He also developed and promoted a human resource development system in rural areas in agriculture in order to increase farmers' capability in decreasing production cost, to increase the productivity and to enhance farmer participation in groups. production, and management. Small farmers also learned how to develop production plants and plant production in the agro-industry system. He collaborated with the university to cooperatively integrate technical knowledge and develop academic questions in learning and teaching from problems in the factory, resulting in the creation of the master's degree program in food engineering skills, which successfully achieved at present. Mr. Somsak became a member of the working committee to consider and evaluate the clinic technology project, the office of the Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Science and Technology in 2010, continuing till present. He is also a lecturer in the Community Developer course in Local Personnel Development Project, Faculty of Management Science at Silpakorn University in 2010 till 2012, and a member of the Community Enterprise Committee in Bangkok Metropolis of the National Community Enterprise Committee in 2007 till present. With his work, experience and determination, patience, dedication and long-term vision on rural development, Mr. Somsak Ploypanichcharoen greatly contributes and brings various benefits not only to farmers in rural communities throughout the country but also to the society and the country. In recognition of his great virtue as a good role model for others to follow, the University Council of King Mongkut's University of Technology Thonburi resolved to confer the Honorary Master of Science in Natural Resources Management on him as an honor and pride to his family.